What's up, guys? Clutch Fanatic 37 here. Just going to do a Warrior Evo 4X review. So I'll start with the pros of the head. It's a Warrior head, obviously, so it's pretty good. Warriors kind of hit and miss with all their heads, in my opinion. Certain heads are just complete failures. Certain heads are awesome. It's one of my favorite heads by Warrior. It's part of the Evo family, which a lot of people, especially attackmen and middies, really like, just because of they've been known to be such good heads, good, sturdy, and durable heads. The stringing holes, there's 18, and they're very well placed, very evenly spaced. So you can't go wrong with that. That just makes it that much better. I love multiple stringing holes in heads. Bottom holes are just 4 basically, like all other heads besides Proton Powers. I think there's a couple other ones, but the throat is really cool. So it's got right here spaced out, and in the back you can see, you can kind of see it. So it's just a new design Warrior's doing with their throat, which I think is really cool looking. The only downside that I can find in this head is with it being an X-Spec head, it's a lot wider, but I compare it to an Evolution X and an Evo 3X. This head is a bit wider down here in the throat and here in the middle of the head. The top's about the same. So with that, it's going to be, it's kind of a toss-up with a pro or a con. With that, it's going to be very nice for defensemen. Getting ground balls, same with attackmen and middies, catching ground balls, just things like that. Downside, attackmen dodging. It's a bit wider down here, so if you cradle one hand, there's a little bit more leeway for the ball to come out. But if you are a decent stringer, you know a decent stringer, they can easily give you a pocket that'll help avoid that. Kind of like mine right here. I'm a big fan of it. The durability of it, I've only had it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now. And I can already tell that it's extremely sturdy. It's holding up so well, especially in the weather. It's got new SimRail technology, which is a little bit like the Clutch Elite, but it's not to the dramatic extent of the Clutch Elite. It's just got a little bit of indentations here in the sidewalls, and they're symmetrical from the front and the back. So, I'm not sure if it's a gimmick or not, but I really like it. It's extremely sturdy, extremely stiff for a head. Playing in the heat for 2 or 3 hours won't do hardly anything to this head. Huge fan of it. So I picked up a Carolina one, which I'll show you guys right here. It's done the exact same way. Just needs to be broken in more. Things like that. 2 nylons, 1 straight. I'll put the pattern down below, but I'll give it to you right here too also because a lot of people complain I don't put them down right away. So second hole is a top string. Starting from the third hole, you're going to go 1, skip, SI, skip, SI, skip, SI, skip, SI, and then SI, 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 SA, skip 1. I like to do, especially in X-Hegs, a lot of skip and SIs here at the top, especially with stringing holes, like an Evo 4 or a Clutch or a Clutch Elite X. Just because they have so many stringing holes, you can get such good pull down. And if you just jumble up everything down here, it's going to give you a nice mid-low pocket for cradling one-handed. When you go to shoot, all the tension is going to put the ball right in the middle of the head, roughly a little higher since there's the shooting string rule. It's going to give you a bit of a quicker release than a lower pocket. But basically, guys, there's 2 of my Warrior Evo 4Xs, strung college legal. I'd probably say this is a really good shooter pocket, in my opinion. You can probably put the pattern in a Clutch Elite X, just because I believe they have the same number of string holes. So I hope you guys like this video. Definitely go check them out. I highly recommend ordering from Lax.com just because if you create an account, every dollar you spend is a point you get towards rewards. And they just build up over time, and they stay with you as long as you have the account with them. So I hope you guys enjoy.